Good day, everyone. Welcome back with us. Geography Group PT number 1 consists of me, Rafa, Adam, Evan, Derryl, and Yonatan. And today we are going to explaining the tourism in Bali during the pandemic COVID-19. So let us just start our presentation today.
Here are the table of contents, which includes first, tourism challenges during pandemic, second, the impacts of the pandemic before, during, and after, third, the government regulations post-pandemic, fourth, condition of Bali post-pandemic, and the last one, which are the references.
We start before 2019. 2019 was a decent year for Bali. The downfall started in early 2020, which were known to be year of COVID-19 starts to spread rapidly. 2 years ago, there were so many tourists in Bali that all our traffic jams snaked through the streets of Bali villages, tides towed in waves of plastic garbage. A decade-long building holds triple the number of hotel rooms to 75,000 on a popular stretch. Locals got wealthier, but a few got fed up with the crowd.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue Yonatan's explanation. So after the pandemic, 2021 completely shuts down tourism in Bali, as it clearly seen in the table beside me. There is less than 1 million tourists in Bali, while on 2022 there has been a slight increase of tourism, but it is not as crowded as it was back then. It is still on its recovery phase. Some of the impacts, some of the reason why the tourism has ignited again is probably because the virus has decreased, the number of vaccination has increased, and also the G20 event hosted by Indonesia in Bali. Now my explanation will be continued by Adam.
The impacts of COVID-19 in Bali. Bali's economic contraction in 2020 of negative 9.31% is undeniably affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, because during 2020 there were various restrictions on the order and activities of people's lives in Bali, thereby reducing community mobility and also reducing the use of transportation facilities, especially public transportation facilities, and tourism. When the implementation of restrictions on local Balinese community activities, also known as PPKM, in 2020, the arrival of foreign, domestic and domestic tourists decreased, and even there were no visits, so that public transportation and tourism facilities were unemployed. As a result, the contribution of the transportation and warehousing sector to Bali's GDP also decreased. So the collapse of Bali tourism during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, which became the main support for Bali's economy, subsequently affected most of the economic activities in various sectors in Bali, which in turn had an impact on reducing Bali's economic growth.
Alright everyone, so today I'm going to explaining about the government regulation post-pandemic in Bali. So in order to heal Bali, the government has decided to reopen various destinations such as water attraction, beach, and also hotel. Secondly, encourage marketing and online mass promotion to build international tourist trust from the internet. And third, implementation of CHSE, or we can know it as cleanliness, health, safety, environment, and sustainability, by doing the repetition of public awareness towards the health protocol, always wearing masks and wash your hand regularly. Next, the government has decided to promote Work from Bali program. Work from Bali or encourage tourists to go to Bali during regular working day and work there onlinely. By doing this, it will increase the sales of Bali merchandise and etc. Stimulate economic growth and generate revenue from hotel and restaurant taxes. Provide healthcare facilities such as hospital and clinic with an adequate and proper healthcare facility, healthcare technology, and tight travel control on airport entry and exit by security forces. Supporting, and last but not least, supporting Bali by providing charity or a campaign such as We Love Bali Movement or an NGO. This is an organization that maintains the hygiene of Bali, cleaning the river, and conserving Bali local culture. Thank you. And then the next one will be explained by Evan.
Thanks, Rafa. I'll be explaining about the condition of Bali post-pandemic. Firstly, Bali has implemented a revised health protocol. Tourists arriving in Bali over 18 years of age should have the first and second vaccine dose. And the app Peduli Lindungi downloaded, as it has more information containing such preparations. Secondly, there has been changes in market following the appearance of G20, which delivered a boost in tourism and affected the economy in Bali, increasing foreign tourists from 1.8 million to 3.6 million and also creating 600,000 to 700,700 new jobs. The minister also predicts that the tourism and creative economic sector can reach a target of 1.7 billion US dollars income this year. Lastly, the Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant Association, or the IHRA, reported that occupancy from 20% has reached nearly 70% post-pandemic. And here are references. So that'll be all, and thank you for listening to our presentation.